Hi Aries, this is astrologykiki with your April forecast. Um, it's a very positive month. Very few challenging aspects in there, are major challenging aspects. We do have a Mercury retrograde from the 10th on, and that's not a great time to buy major electronics or sign anything big, like a big contract. And you may find delays with regards to communication and travel. If you do need to sign something or buy something, go ahead. If possible, delay it until after the retrograde. There's a big focus this month on your first and second houses. Your first is your house of goals and dreams. It's you, it's your ego, it's your personality, your appearance. And excuse me, the second house is your house of earned income and finances. There's also a strong ninth house influence this month, and your ninth house is your house of travel, long distance travel, communication with foreigners or court cases. It's a very philosophical house. That's a little bit hard to explain. There's a spiritual aspect to it, but you may find that you are focusing on travel as well as money and your appearance or your goals and dreams. On the 5th, Mars, which is the planet of action and productivity, is trine to Pluto, which is the planet of rebirth and renewal. And these are both in financial houses, your second and your 10th. So you could see a lot of productive energy in terms of renewing money in your career, gaining more money possibly. But this is a very positive time. Trines are aspects that are they're easy. It's not a big challenge. It's not an opportunity that you have to work terribly hard for. That if it doesn't fall on your lap, it's a fairly natural aspect. So, watch out. It's a great day for you to take advantage of some pretty productive financial talks or action. On the 8th and the 21st, there are some challenging aspects with Saturn. And it's with regards to your ninth house. So if you are traveling, you could find some obstacles. 12th house is involved there. So if you do find those, it might be a good idea to just center yourself and work through it. That challenge. Squares are aspects that you actually have to act upon to get past. So you on the 8th and the 21st, you may be required to work on these challenges. And or it could be a court case. If you have some kind of legal issue going on, those could be some fairly challenging days as well. Sorry, one more thing. If you are going to school, you could find some challenges with that you are going to have to get past with regards to higher education, possibly some kind of secrets or gossipy stuff going on if that's the scenario for you. But those are fast moving aspects, so it's just on those days. On the 11th, there's a full moon in your 7th house of partnerships. Full moons tend to signify the ending of something, and they don't affect everyone the same way. So it depends where the full moon falls, the degrees fall in your birth chart, whether this will affect you personally or not. But if there is a partnership that has not been working out well, You could see that coming to an end at this time and a new chapter beginning. On the flip side, sometimes when you have full moons in your 7th house, it's also when an engagement ends and you get married. So all it does is it's not positive or negative necessarily. It just means that there's an end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. So if you have been engaged maybe around the 11th, this would be a good time to actually get married. Or if you have been seeing someone seriously at this time, this might be a great time to get engaged. On the flip side, if you've been having a challenging time with someone, this might be the time to call it quits. Or just renew your feelings for that person. So all it means is that there could be a end of one chapter and the beginning of a new, if the degrees affect your birth chart. On the 16th and 17th, there are a lot of really positive aspects here with regards to travel, budgeting. You might be working on your goals and travel and seeing if you can manage financially going abroad, going overseas. There are some opportunities there if that is your goal, and it could be possible around that time, the 16th and 17th. On the 26th, there's a new moon in your 2nd house, which is it signifies the beginnings of something, and your 2nd house is earned income and finances. So maybe whatever it was that you were planning or thinking about or working on the 5th with regards to career and money is actually coming to fruition around the new moon on the 26th. So positive month for you. A lot of money, some travel in there. That sounds fantastic to me. And I hope you have a good month. Thanks.